Hi, I'm Gil the Thrill. I got the nickname Gurk at birth, so growing up, I was Gurk the Jerk.
Oh
I've
no.
outgrown that, and now I'm Gil the Thrill.
Oh,
Much better.
yes.
I'm going to be discussing essential oils and emergency preparations today. You might be asking yourself what essential oils has to do with long-term storage and emergency preparedness. Hopefully, by the end of the presentation, you will see how essential oils fit into your long-term storage and emergency prep strategy. Why do we need to worry about emergency preps? I don't want to turn this into a political forum, so I'll try not to. All you have to do is look around at conditions in the world and in our country and see that there is a high possibility of civil unrest and financial struggles. With the riots and peaceful protests in the last year and current unrest in the country, you can easily see how things could turn violent very quickly. Three things. First, how could civil unrest affect our normal daily life? One of the tactics of those that want to disrupt our society is to stop transportation. If they succeed in shutting down our railroad and or trucking system, it would only take a couple of days to empty out our supermarkets of food and water. We saw this with the panic buying at the start of the pandemic. This would also include your ability to get essential oils delivered to your home. If you are lucky enough to live near Pleasant Grove, Utah, you could pick up your oils at the fulfillment center. Most aren't that lucky. Without the ability to replenish your oil supply, you'd be restricted to the supply you have on hand. Second, similar problems would occur in an economic crash. Until the pandemic hit, the economy had experienced tremendous growth. The recovery from the pandemic economic troubles has been remarkable. This growth is nice, but it can't last forever. Most people don't know that the Federal Reserve in the United States has pumped billions, that's with a B, of dollars into our banking system every night to keep the banks from crashing. In the past, they were open about this practice that they have dubbed quantitative easing. For some reason, probably to avoid panic, they haven't made the most recent practice of quantitative easing public. If the Federal Reserve is so concerned about our banking system that they are pumping billions into it, then we should be concerned too. Couple that with the pandemic stimulus and out of control spending, and it doesn't take a genius to see that this is unsustainable. And all an economic collapse would cause many to lose jobs or other means of income. This alone would prevent people in that situation from purchasing oils. An economic collapse could also cause problems in the supply chain. Everything from the oils themselves to the bottles, caps, and other things necessary to package the oils. In an economic collapse, the ability to get these supplies to where they can be packaged and distributed can prevent the oils from being available. Third, we all have learned important lessons during the pandemic of the last year plus. Many products were rationed, including essential oils. The virus proved to be very mild compared to what was predicted when it was first discovered. Next time, it could be much worse. We could truly have overwhelmed healthcare workers. The lockdowns could be much worse. Many
Randy, keep
products could
sending
be
him.
unavailable or rationed. If we don't learn from the past, we miss a great opportunity to avoid problems in the future. Have I sufficiently scared you? My purpose is not to scare you, just to make you aware of what could happen. There's an old adage that says, if you are prepared, you won't fear. I truly believe that. While there are many aspects to prep, food, water, etc., accidents and health and wellness concerns are important to prepare for, especially when medical help may not be available. So, what advantage will you have if you have essential oils stored for a rainy day? Four reasons. One, essential oils are compact and easy to store. Two, just a drop or two is so powerful that it replaces much larger quantities of other remedies. Three, essential oils don't take medical professionals to dispense. Four, you don't have to have syringes or other medical equipment to effectively use this alternative source of medicine. If you don't know what oils help with certain conditions, there are books available that cover symptoms and suggest oils and blends to help. Some books have a section on using the oils in cooking. Some books have a section on using oils for cleaning. These books are a great resource for knowing how to use the oils and blends. Also, you don't have to be an essential oils expert. These books document the properties and benefits of oils and blends. The Essential Life, Modern Essentials, and other books have complete details on the oils and blends. I recommend you obtain a copy of one of these books. They document each oil and blend on what plant it comes from, the main constituents, the top properties that it helps with, and what it blends with, and safety concerns. They document how to use each oil or blend, whether to use it topically, internally, or aromatically. One thing you will notice about the books is that the blends have generic names instead of the doTERRA names that we're used to. For example, On Guard is protective blend. Breathe is respiratory or respiration blend. Aroma Touch is stinky blend. Okay, that last one was thrown in just to make you chuckle. When new oils and blends are released, the books are released with a new edition to document the oil or blend. Here are some examples of how oils would be extremely helpful in common situations you might encounter in an emergency. What are the oils and blends that you can use in the case where traditional medicine isn't available? What if someone gets a cold or flu and you can't get to a doctor? On Guard can be used to help ward off sickness or can help in healing from a cold or the flu. When I get sick, I put 3 or 4 drops in my mouth and gargle it. It is effective in warding off sickness and helping you heal. There are several On Guard products that help with sickness prevention and enhance overall health. What if someone gets a toothache? Clove is a great oil for numbing painful areas. If you have a toothache, you can use clove to help ease the pain. Be careful, it is a hot oil, which means it is powerful and may need to be diluted. What if someone gets an infection or has a bacterial issue? Oregano is a powerful antibacterial and antifungal oil. It can be used on strep throat and inflamed tonsils. It can be used to battle infection. It can be used on athlete's foot. Be careful, this is also a hot oil. I'm a marathon runner, as was mentioned earlier. My big race each year is the St. George Marathon. One year, about 5 days before the marathon, I got an infection in my big toe. I put oregano directly on the toe 3 or 4 times a day. Within 3 days, it was gone, and I had no pain during the marathon. What if you don't have much experience in essential oils and you feel overwhelmed with information overload? Frankincense is a very versatile oil and can be used in many situations. It is very helpful with cancer, inflammation, restoration, and as an antidepressant. It is also a good Christmas gift when given with gold and myrrh. By the way, myrrh is available in an essential oil. Not sure if they figured out how to turn gold into an essential oil, but many of our wellness advocates have turned essential oils into gold, if you know what I mean. What if someone gets cut or you have an open wound? Helichrysum is a fantastic oil to help with healing. It is shown to be effective in healing open wounds and preventing scars. This is a must in your essential oils long-term storage strategy. What if someone gets burned? Lavender has proven very effective in reducing pain and aiding in healing from burns. As the story goes, its effectiveness with burns was discovered by accident. When a worker burned his hands, he thought he was plunging his hands into a vat of water. It turned out to be a vat of lavender essential oil. His quick pain relief and healing spurred the use of lavender oil as a burn solution. The essential oil spikenard has been labeled lavender for men. If you don't like the smell of lavender, you might try spikenard. They have almost identical properties. Fennel can be used to satisfy your licorice cravings. It smells just like licorice. Okay, it probably won't satisfy like licorice cravings, but it smells good. I threw that one in just to see if you were still awake. What if someone gets a stomach ache? Peppermint oil can be used to soothe stomach aches and obviously is a great breath mint. Digescent is also effective for stomach and digestive problems. What if bugs are bugging you? And don't say they're just doing their job. TerraShield blend can be used to guard against bugs and pests. If you find yourself living in a tent, you will want something to ward off bugs. What can be done if someone has respiratory issue? Breathe blend can be used when your sinuses are all plugged up. It is great for respiratory issues. It's available in a throat drop like this and a vapor stick like this, and that you can use to rub it on you. I rub it under my nose when I'm plugged up, and it's great for opening that back up. You can also make your own blends. A friend of mine uses the following when a cold or flu is coming on: a mix of On Guard, lavender, melaleuca, peppermint, and breathe. You can mix these oils together in a bottle and rub a couple of drops on the bottom of each foot, or you can put a drop of each oil on the bottom of your foot and rub them in. In 2018, I had 2 tears of my meniscus and had surgery. After the surgery, I used a combination of lemongrass, frankincense, oregano, and deep blue rub. I mixed the oils in a roller bottle, applied an herbal healing ointment that my running partner made, followed by rolling on the oils, and finished with rubbing in the deep blue rub. The oils helped with healing, and the deep blue rub helped with pain relief. I started running 2 weeks after the surgery, and less than 4 weeks after the surgery, I ran a half marathon. When the pandemic hit a little over a year ago, all of the On Guard products sold out quickly. When they were made available, they were rationed. I am stocking up now on the products that were rationed, so if I ever need them, not only will I have a supply, but I can help family, friends, and neighbors with my supply. This isn't meant to be a comprehensive list, rather than to give you an idea of what oils and blends can be used in an emergency when traditional medicine isn't available. I hope I haven't scared you too much, only enough to make you think about what you should be storing against a rainy day.